Hi, this is Cindy with Quantum Kaleidoscope. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to Libra season. Hopefully, it's been going well so far. Astrologically speaking, there's a lot going on. So Jupiter's been direct for the last week or so. Mars is in retrograde in Aries and is going to be spending a significantly long time in Aries, which is also its Mars rules Aries, so I mean, it's going in retrograde until November and then it's going forward. Okay, we have Saturn going direct, I think on the 29th. Okay, we have a full moon on the 1st. There is a lot of things, and full moon in Aries. There's a lot of things happening in Libra season, so hopefully things have been going well. What I'm going to do is just a general collective reading to see what's kind of going on. So I don't have my cards here, so I'm working with the decks that I have here because I did want to make sure to do a reading before we get too late into the Libra season. Okay, so there is going to be a little bit of a pick a card at the end. It's just going to be just additional kind of guidance. And so what you'll be able to choose between, which I'm going to use all of these decks for this reading so you can kind of know what it is anyways. Okay, so I have the Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, so very common deck. Many of you know it if you are into tarot or specifically that's kind of like an oracle deck. I also have Archangel Michael. Okay, so this is more spiritual. This is also a rare out of print deck. I haven't really used it much. Just kind of got it or had an opportunity to get it. You can kind of see compared to other cards, like nice and shiny, and I barely used it. Okay, and then for the third choice, you get to choose from regular playing cards. Shout out to Party Poker. They used to sponsor a league I was a part of, and during one of the TOCs, Tournament of Champions, I got a bunch of these decks. So I actually have two of them that I'm going to be using, one for the pick a card and one for the kind of like a tarot portion. The biggest difference is there's not really major arcana, though I did leave the jokers in. Okay, but anyways, so I'm just going to go straight to the reading, okay? And I'm going to start with the Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, so with everything, what guidance can we give those who are drawn to watch this video? What can we help them with, throughout Libra season that will help them stay in highest vibration and on their truest path? Okay, what guidance can Wisdom Oracle give us about what's kind of going on collectively? Mending. Let me just see what's under the deck. Oh my goodness. Okay, so To the Sea was not under the deck. It is at the deck now. So okay, this is about going out to the edge, going to the sea, but the theme is mending. But what we did have under the deck, oh my goodness, okay, was TikTok. Okay, so maybe throughout Libra season, which is about balance and justice, and law and legalities, it is the justice card and justice energy and the major arcana. Like if there is something that you are trying to mend and you're trying to fix, whatever that might be, you might be running out of time, so you might need to speed up a bit. However, what also popped out here when I dropped was happy, 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 happy. So if you do this to try to mend whatever you are trying to do and go to the sea, whatever that means to you, maybe literally or just again figuratively, going out, exploring, seeing where it takes you. Okay, I don't want to keep going on, keep looking at what's underneath, but because I picked that up, we have new life. Okay, so this is new life in any kind of, that could just be like that feeling of free, because if you're going exploring, you might have that a bit of adventurous, spirit, and especially if you get that happy, and so with a new life, can actually be new life, could be pregnancy on the on the way, for example. Okay, but there is an opportunity to mend, okay, and to bring in some happiness, okay? But, you know, might be running out of time. You know, and again, it kind of, you know, if you've been listening to these readings, I talk a lot about time and how it does and does not exist, you know, but in the 3D sense, sometimes it does, you know, run out. Like, deadlines happen, you know, if you're trying to apply for a job, or if you're, you know, trying to, you know, make an offer to somebody, you know, or there's some kind of deadline, whatever the case is, you know, you could miss it, you know, even if there's not a formal deadline, you know, whoever it's involving, especially if it's about mending, could have already moved on to the sea. Okay, and so I keep holding this up, especially because, oh, cool, it's kind of cool image, I like how it is. Anyways, there's a card behind here that I've not seen yet. You know, like when it fell and all that kind of stuff, it stayed behind. So what does it say? A leg up. It's interesting. One of the readers I listened to, which I'm going to give a shout out to, Soulful Revolution. Okay. So many I can give a shout to, which I will as time goes on. Okay. She's been using this deck a lot, and these TikTok and a leg up keeps coming up as well. Okay. So, you know, if you need to help somebody, or if you need to ask for help, you know, again, that can, you know, definitely relate for deadlines if there's like some kind of like funding opportunity, for example. Okay. This is your opportunity to bring in balance, to balance the scales, to bring in justice, you know, fight for justice, you know, whatever that might mean. Okay. So I will keep these out and kind of maybe refer to them or kind of keep them in mind as we go through the reading. Okay, and so that would be one of the, what I'll do for pick a card at the end if you choose that deck. I will kind of get the message like I just did, but I also probably will read some of the book depending on how long it is. Okay, so Archangel Michael, what kind of guidance do we have today to help people stay in highest vibration on their truest path? I mean, it's a difficult time right now. Lots and lots of changes, you know? So this is the time that we're balancing out. So what can we, they just shut out. Okay, what's under the deck? Focus upon divine and perfect health. Okay. So there is a prayer there as well. You could pause it if you want to see it. I don't know how focused it is. But anyways, it says, God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. Okay, so this is underneath. Okay, so again, especially if it comes to mending, you know, that can be, you know, mending your health as well. Like, I mean, if you need to, you know, seek support and, you know, leg up, you know, that can be, you know, seeing an advisor or like a medical person, for example, to like, you know, there might be something that needs to be like looked at maybe. But either way, you know, no matter what the case is, you know, like health is so many, you know, there's the social determinants of health, right? You know, there's so many elements of it. So I mean, if you don't know about that, definitely I encourage you to look into it because it's definitely really relevant to what's going on right now, especially. Okay, so we have honor and trust your feelings. Okay, so if you know you need to mend something, you know you're on the clock, you know that you're running out of time, you know, trust your feelings. Okay, and what's this? Your home is protected by angels. Okay, the fact that this is upside down, like, I'm not going to take any kind of relevance to that other than the fact that, you know, if there's any fear that your home is not protected, you know, like, I mean, so many people, you know, are like financially changing and struggling, you know, because of all of the, you know, what's been going on in the world, right? You know, and so like you might be having some stress about your home, okay, but you are protected. Okay, so honor and trust your feelings about, you know, what you know is right, what you know is true to you. Okay, whatever that might mean that you need to fix. Okay, so I'll just read this quickly. Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. Thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgage, and taxes. You know, it's interesting. I've like thought about a lot about like, you know, finances and like, you know, abundance and like, you know, and manifestation and stuff like that. And, you know, there's a lot of encouragement out there in terms of, you know, if you are trying to, you know, like what is important, like a certain amount, you know, it's like, I need $200, I need $200, you know, or is security important to you? Is love important to you? Like, I mean, ultimately, everything else will follow, okay? If you honor and trust your feelings, okay? Okay, and focus on you, focus on your health. Okay, so thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. Choosing love over fear. If there's ever a doubt, okay? And again, that's not like, that's like in the broadest sense, okay? And I'm just going to show you this. Oh, and as I said that, it was 11:11. Cool. Anyways, but it's just, I don't know, it's just a really cool geometric, you know, pattern kind of thing. Okay, so now we're going to go into the tarot slash cards. Okay, so I'm going to do a 7-card spread. This is a spread I've kind of used before, and I've kind of put together theory myself. I don't know if it's used elsewhere, but let's just kind of go into it. Okay, so what can we help those that are guided to watch this video? What can we help them in order to help stay in highest vibration and on their truth path, you know, throughout Libra season? Okay. Okay. So I'm sure it's going to be somewhat related to everything. They, you know, they always tend to correspond in one way or another. Okay. So underneath the deck, we have the 7 of Diamonds. Okay. So for those of you that, you know, do use, you know, regular cards for reading tarot or anything like that, I know there's some, you know, questions about what it is, but for me, this is Pentacles. Okay, so under the deck is the 7 of Pentacles. So this is, you know, I don't know. Is this good to look at? Like, I don't know. Well, help me remember what I'm talking about, I guess. So 7 of Pentacles is about that assessment. That is about seeing, you know, what do you keep in your life? What don't you keep in your life? You know, assessing, you know, your work to date. You know, it's like, how can you improve it? You know, or is it ready already? Or is there something you need to mend with it, you know? And so this definitely can be about time. It definitely can be about relationships. It definitely can be about work, you know, and your money and your investment, right? But this is about, you know, like, it can be about a new life, you know? And in the sense of like seeing the harvest. Okay, so I mean, if we go back to being like this whole happy, there's an opportunity for you to be happy if you go out to the sea, you know, to mend whatever you need to mend. And it can be about a work situation, you know, something that you've been kind of weighing the pros and the cons, you know, and seeing like how you want to build. You know, because after the 7 of Pentacles is the 8 of Pentacles. You know, that is productivity. You know, that is, you know, enjoying your work. Okay, that is, you know, fine-tuning and craftsmanship. Okay, it is the apprentice. Okay, so you've been deciding, you know, like, I mean, this can be like, when it comes to mending, it can be about, you know, another person, but it is about, you know, like, I mean, if you're deciding and going back and forth, you know, like, it is about, like, it can be within yourself. Okay, like, I mean, in order to get this new life, to birth a new life, I mean, the birthing process is painful. Like, I mean, like, let's even just say, this could be like, say, deciding to have a kid or not or something like that, can be weighing the pros and cons, but it's like, it can be painful. But whatever you're trying to birth, right? Like, I mean, it does take a bit of trial and error, in order to kind of really, create what you want, and so this mending can also be about a blending, it can be about, mending like within yourself, and healing. Okay. I keep doing this. I don't want to make these readings longer than they need to be. And I just like looked underneath it again by accident because I put Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So this is either about you or another person. Okay. So again, it's about, what will make you happy, what will, start your new life, or it's mending stuff with another person. Okay. And it can be this Queen of Pentacles, whether or not they are male or female. Okay. It could be an earth sign. They don't have to be, but there's somebody who is nurturing. They are the mother, they are the like caregiver, they would be the person that would, invite the kids, all the neighborhood kids over and be like, hey, let's come over for some lemonade, or whatever. Anyways, and again, it's being confident in your money, confident in your stability. Okay. So again, if this has been something about your home, like, whether you stay or whether you go, ultimately, it's about your own personal, wants, security, what will make you happy. Okay. So the theme we have is the Eight of Swords. Okay, so the Eight of Spades. Okay, so this is being trapped in your head. So this makes sense, okay? Especially if you've been weighing the pros and cons, like, especially if it's coming down to like, TikTok, that can't mean that you've been like, pushing the limits about how long you can take to save the situation, and so Eight of Swords is about being, trapped in your head, that is about, overthinking, but they're not real threats. They're nothing that could hurt you, and they may not even be real. Like, let's just say, okay, so you want to mend, you're thinking about mending something with somebody, okay, but you're going like pros and cons, like, I don't know if I should or should not, and so you're being stuck in your head overthinking about this, right? And what I mean that, like, some of these might not even be real is that it can be like you're telling yourself, it's like, oh, they don't want to see me, they don't want to have anything to do with me, blah 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 blah, or something like that, but maybe they really do. But like, I mean, okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles under here, right? Okay, that is about self-respect, self-worth. Okay, like, I mean, if you need to mend something, like, what, like, I mean, like, are you mending something because you need to apologize? In which case the other person may think that they've done all they can. And so even if they really want, to kind of make something better in some capacity, like, they could also be in this Eight of Swords energy, kind of overthinking and thinking that, well, okay, it's been this long, they haven't come back, maybe they never will. Okay. So the past that's influencing the present right now is the King of Swords. Okay, so this is either about a person, like someone of an air energy, or somebody who's just really intellectual and like, knows how to communicate and things like that. But this is, I do believe this is, okay. So if you've been assessing and going back and forth in your head, being a little trapped about whether or not, you want to mend something, whether or not you actually want to be happy, like, why don't people want to be happy? I don't get it. Anyways. And so, like, if this is the past influencing the present, like, I think you know what you want, but you're like overthinking about it and you're being trapped and you're like, oh, like, this is all, thoughts, so, but you know what you want, okay? So why aren't you making it better? I think, so with TikTok as well, like, I mean, if energetically, okay, everybody and a lot, like, I don't want to say everybody, you know, but people who have been, you know, using this time and this slowdown to like reassess, you know, people, I think the Seven of Pentacles is constantly coming up, okay? And that is like people going back and forth, like, who do you keep with you? You know, moving forward, who do you say goodbye to? You know, whether it hurts you or not, right? You know, but it, you know, people are, you know, learning to like that it, about self-respect, which is amazing. Keep at it. You are fucking amazing, okay? Especially if you've been in this King of Swords energy, okay? King of Swords knows what he wants, knows what is just, knows what is right. He doesn't get stuck in this Eight of Swords energy. So, like, if this was the past, what happened in the present, okay, to cause you to kind of go back? Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the present, okay? So Nine of Pentacles is, you know, being confident. So, I mean, it's like, here, you know what you want, and this is being confident, okay? You know, but this is also about, okay, like potentially becoming single, you know, or starting your own business, you know, or something alone. Like Nine of Pentacles is feeling as great as you can alone, you know, feeling confident, feeling like you're badass shit, you know, kind of thing. So maybe it's like, you know what you want, getting the confidence to do it, you know, whatever that might be. But now you actually have to do it. That's the scary part. Taking that leap of faith, going for it. But what do you have to lose? Really? I think you can lose more by not going for it. But, you know, especially happy. Anyways, the challenge is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. I don't even know why I'm showing it this way. It's not like it has an image. Okay. Well, I mean, it does, you know. Okay, so the challenge looks like is that, you know, it is about partnership. It is about legacy, you know? It is about, like, I mean, if you have a business that you've been alone for, like, you know, you've been working alone and you have somebody in mind that you think would be a perfect fit, you know, they're responsible, you know, kind of thing, but you have to mend something, you know? Like, or again, it's about blending. And, you know, it's like maybe you're not somebody who can let go easily, like in the sense of, this was my baby, you know, in the sense of, you know, I put all my time and effort into, you know, what I created. I can't just let anyone join, right? You know, but you know what you want. And so I think this is either, you know, depending on who you are, you know, it's like, it is either, you know, like, I actually do think because mending is the main thing, I do feel like for most of you, it's about trying to get like assistance from another, either asking for help, you know, that leg up. I'm looking for leg up, and I just imagine. Okay. Happy. And the new life. Okay. Anyways, I gotta keep going. Okay, your spiritual lesson, if you choose to accept it, is the Five of Spades. Okay, so this is the Five of Swords. So you're being told to fight for what you want. You know, like again, no one's telling you what to do, okay? Even if you have, you know, everyone has, you know, some guides and like that spiritual, like, or even just your intuition or whatever, but it's up to you if you want to listen to it, you know? But Five of Swords, okay, is about, you know, like in this case, Okay, so, okay, two ways, and it can be both, okay? But the Five of Swords is about conflict, you know, but it's not suggesting you to like create conflict, okay? But it is suggesting, I think, to end the conflict. Okay, we have a lot of, you know, mending. Again, that was the first thing that came out, and the main thing. And it's like, imagine the possibilities if you go out to sea, you know, and go after this new life. And then happy, happy, you know. So I do believe that's about ending a conflict. You know, it might be also like, and both of also like that healthy selfishness, you know, fighting for what you want no matter what else anyone else says. Okay. All right. So the unexpected throughout Libra season we have is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so that's balance. That is, oh my goodness. Okay. We keep having, okay. Like I said, I don't want to keep going further, but this exchanging gifts just kept coming out. Okay, like throwing itself and whatever, right? It was under, you know, I don't know, it doesn't matter, imagine or something. Okay, so maybe there's something you want to offer somebody, you want to give somebody, or again, it's about that equal give and take. Six of Pentacles is about, you know, time, energy, charity, volunteering, you know, it's about that effort, you know. And so if there are people around you that are kind of selfish, you know, or may not be, you know, or if you have been selfish, you know, that you need to mend things to kind of create a new life. Like again, you know, even if it's not about fixing something with that specific person, you know, like it can be about just clearing the air so that you both can move on, or y'all can move on, and you know, whatever the case is. So the Six of Pentacles there, right? So your what was that? That was the unexpected. So the unexpected is, you know, if you're the one who is, you know, needing to reach out to somebody, right? You know, and you want to mend, you know, because you can look at this, you know, because this is cross, like you can, this can either be going from the person that like, you know, you could be the one who wants to mend it and needs to take the action to mend it, or you can be the person who's on the other side. And so you could be, you know, trapped in your head because you know what you want, but you can't take action because, you know, like a, you know, generally speaking, a confidence thing could be an ego thing, or maybe you've tried already too many times, right? But the Six of Pentacles is that, you know, that is that reciprocity. Okay. So unexpected is that you know, are gonna get that like, I think you're going to get a positive response. Okay. If you come the right way and you're honest, okay, Libra season is about that balancing the scales. What is right? What is true? You know, what do we need to fix? You know, again, even if it's just to clear the air so we can all move on, you know, okay. But I do think that with the Six of Pentacles, it will be reciprocated. You know, and you know, if you're the person who's been kind of trapped in, you know, in terms of like, you know, this person's gone from your life, you don't think anything's going to happen, but there might be somebody, if you're watching this and it's not you who's trying to want to making, like who's going to go for it, you know, you're hoping that they go for it for you, it might come in. Okay. And so your guidance is the Jack of Swords. Okay. Which would be the Knight. Okay. So the Knight of Swords, you know, communicates justly. He communicates fast. He goes really fast. Okay, so this is about some fast, you know, maybe communication, maybe going from the 9 to the 10, like maybe throughout, you know, Libra season, like this partnership will really have the ability to create some kind of new life, you know, but you have to be here and now. I gotta stop looking at these cards. Okay, here and now. Okay, this is the here and now. Okay, and underneath there is, what does it say? To be fair. So what is fair in this situation? Okay? Like, I mean, if your ego is getting in the way, What is fair? Is it fair to be like, shut up, Mako? You know, or is it fair to listen? I don't know what you're saying. Anyways, I do think that there is a lot of opportunities to bring balance, you know, whether that's in your home, your work, you know, your relationships, whatever that means to you, you know, your energy, your time. Okay, it's like things are going, you know, some things are going forward, some things are going retrograde in terms of like astrologically, right? Okay, so we're going to see a repeat. You know, we're already seeing in Ontario, we're already seeing like, you know, increase of, you know, COVID cases, right? Something I also said was probably going to happen. I don't know, I think back in April or May, I was saying that probably going to start seeing it, and I was still you know, so like maybe people will be spending times indoors again, like, you know, quarantine again, you know, and it's like, you know, you're getting this second chance, you know, in a lot of ways, you know, so what do you need to blend? What do you need to fix? You know, anyways, I do think it's going to be great. Oh, I'm going to do a takeaway message. What is the takeaway message that we can give anybody who is going to watch this video? Two of Pentacles. Okay, so this is change. This is partnership. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords under here too, right? So, I mean, if you were the King of Swords, Queen of Swords is that match. Okay. But I do believe that, you know, it has to be a little bit more emotional than that. But Two of Pentacles is that change, that balance, you know, like some people do think about it as kind of juggling. And so it might be a little bit of juggling as you're stepping from, you know, an old life to a new life, you know, and then deciding, you know, what to keep, what not to keep, you know. But change is happening, and I think it's going to lead to you feeling really good, you know, if you step out of your comfort zone, you know, and go out to sea. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully that was helpful. I'm going to go straight into the wisdom of the oracle, in the sense of this will be pick a card number 1. Okay, or however I put it down, we will see. Okay, so what is the message we can give people that have chosen this pile? What's the message? A change in the wind. That image, you know. I love the zebra. I love how something's growing. What is it? It's like a steeple, you know, with a weather vane kind of thing, you know. But, you know, zebras, you know, are unique. They struck their stuff, you know. Like, man, I haven't seen too many zebras in real life, you know. But they're pretty damn cool. You know. Anyway, so there is a change coming, and so it's like, where are you guided to go? Like, where is the wind blowing you? You know, what would be your happy? Okay, well, we had out to the sea, right? You know, like, and he did have a sail. Okay, you need wind for a sail, you know, kind of thing. Okay, so it is number 12. Okay, which reduces to 3 right at 3:33:33. Okay, wait a minute, it's a long video. I guess they're all going this long. Okay, but I mean, like, so I mean, this is about building. Okay, this is about partnership, you know, this is about making things right, you know. So what is right for you? Okay, you know, what do you like, what do you need to balance? Okay, and bring that, like, if someone's been giving themselves to you and over giving, like, what do you need to give back, or vice versa, you know. Okay, so 12, I'm just gonna say essential meanings. Sense that unseen change has been initiated. Preparation for a storm. Okay, so I mean, for example, if this is about, you know, making a choice, you know, again, moving forward with one new life, you know, can end another life, right? So I mean, can be a little bit of a storm, right? 5 of Swords is about, you know, can be about harsh words around people, right? You know, people stabbing in the back or whatever. But I mean, I think if you're just with the King and Queen of Swords here, you're going to be just, you know. So this is about that healthy selfishness, you know, but there might be some kind of, you know, well, all change, you know, takes, you know, effort, right? Awareness that your plans are not on firm ground. Feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. Okay, you know, I know it kind of goes back and forth, but I mean, it really is about, you know, like, you know, something needs to change. Okay, you know, you can't stay in like the Eight of Swords energy. When you go, if you stay in it too long, it will become the Nine of Swords energy. Okay, and that becomes real threats. Okay. Like in the sense of like, let's say if you have a deadline for some kind of payment, because let's say it's about your home or something like that, you know, and, you know, or there's something you need to do, like maybe ask for some kind of assistance or whatever, right? You know, but if you stay in that kind of mindset, then you don't move forward with what you know you need to do financially, for example, you know, or in business or, you know, in a relationship or, you know, how you spend your time, you know, if you're spending your time too much partying and not enough like doing work, for example, it's like those fake stresses, you know, or the imagined stresses can become a real stress, you know, because it's like you do miss the deadline, you know. Okay, but the message is it's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change. To want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is a time for transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. Love it. Okay, it's like, yeah, take this with a sense of curiosity, you know, and it's like, because I mean, ultimately, you know, I know the unknown can be scary, you know, but I mean, the possibilities can be endless, you know, so what's your happy? Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, I'm now going to go to the second message, okay, if you chose the Archangel Michael one, okay, but if this is where you're tuning off, thank you so much. Hopefully you can like or subscribe. It does actually help with the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that. Okay, so this is the message for, who do we have here? For Archangel Michael. Okay, Archangel Michael, what can we give for anyone who chose this card or this pile? What can we help them to help through a Libra season and keep them in highest vibration and on their truest path? Or, you know, suggest. What can we help? Ooh. Okay, romance angels are here to help you. Okay, so I mean, for you, yeah, this potentially was a love reading. Yeah. And what it says here is, dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us the motivation to make healthful life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello so that we can eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. Okay. So, I mean, if we go back to the unexpected with the Six of Pentacles, is that it's a real good chance that it's reciprocated. You know, obviously trust your intuition, right? Like, you know, because I mean, this situation can be a love situation for one person, but it could still be a friendship, right? But I mean, I do think that whoever you have in mind, like, they might be having the same inkling about you. Okay. Okay, so romance angels are here to help you. Okay, so I'm going to read from the book. Oh my goodness. I opened it up right to it. I love it. I haven't even like really opened this book in general. And I was even like looking at this and I'm like, okay, there's no number on it. Okay, maybe it'll be an alphabetical, you know. How am I going to find this quickly? I love it. Okay. Okay, so I'll read this kind of quickly. This card validates that your prayers concerning your love life have been heard and answered. There's a special group of ethereal beings called the romance angels who specifically work with matters of the heart. These angels are giving you intuitive guidance to prepare you for great love. To manifest a soulmate romance, you must express the qualities you desire in a partner. So the romance angels may ask you to make healthful lifestyle changes, focus on self-improvement, learn additional interesting hobbies, or make new friends. The more that you listen to your intuition, the faster your prayers for a loving relationship will be answered. Okay, so possible specific meetings. Okay, so this will be different for all of you. The person you're asking about is your soulmate. You will experience a happy change in your present relationship. Happy change. Of course, we were just talking about that. Oh my goodness, I just make a commitment. Just opened up. Okay, let me see if I can find where. Okay, okay. You will experience a happy change. Okay, you are learning to love yourself. Okay, which again, when we're saying about balancing again yourself, if you've been hurt as well by some hurtful words, okay, you know, don't listen to them. You fucking rock. Okay. You will soon meet someone special by following your guidance. Listen to your intuition concerning exercise, diet, and other aspects of self-improvement. Okay. So awesome. I love how that's you know, made its way, like, kind of what's it called? I don't know. I see how it resonates with the reading, you know, but congratulations. It does seem like Libra's season is going to be pretty good, you know, if you take the steps, you know, okay, and, you know, be conscious that time may be of the essence, you know, especially if it's about love, you know, like, you know, there's no formal deadline, but the person can find somebody else, you know, especially if you think they're a catch, other people think they're a catch. Awesome. So hopefully this reading was helpful. Thank you for tuning in. And I am off to the cards. Okay. And so I'm just going to do probably a 5 card spread. I didn't even think of what I'm going to do. I'm just doing it right now. Okay. But if you're tuning off for this, thank you so much. Please like or subscribe. It helps with the algorithm so that people can actually see it. Okay. Or even like get it suggested. Okay. Okay. So what can we tell people who chose the cards, the poker cards specifically? There might be something really lucky that's going to happen. Okay. So we're going to do a 5 card spread. Okay. And what can we tell them to help stay in highest vibration on their truth path? Whoever chose pile 3. Okay. So the situation, what we have, the King is is the King of Swords. So this is about you. This is about justice. In terms of a professional, like they can be a doctor, they can be a lawyer, you know, they can represent a judge, for example, you know, or it can represent you. And I'm using the other card deck just to say, you know, because here's the other King of Swords. King of Swords. I love it. Okay. So this situation is about you and what you know is just, okay? Or if you need to ask for assistance and get that leg up, okay, that is about you finding that, okay? And what you know about this situation is the Joker. Okay, so I was trying to think about, like, I didn't really think long and hard about how I would play in the Jokers. Because a lot of times, most of the time I'm just playing another card game and I'm just kind of shuffling or whatever and seeing what message comes out, you know? Which that was the 3 of Swords, right? So it's about, you know, that probably was a disappointment or heartbreak or something, or this has been painful, you know, but you know what you want, okay? And I would say that you know that this is... So I don't think I finished in terms of like how I'd use the Jokers, but I was thinking about how it'd be like means significant, you know, it's going to be a major arcana something. So but why I'm laughing is because this is the card I pulled for you, and this is the back of the deck, another Joker. There's only 2 Jokers on here, you know, the 4 of Pentacles, or not, yeah, no, 4 of Wands here, you know, so you know what you want, and it is going to be significant, okay? And I do think that, you know, it is reciprocal. especially like this can be again the holiday, the event, you know, marriage, twin flames, like you guys are awesome. Okay. Okay, what you don't know, but it's true, is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so you have two kings here. Okay, you know, regardless of gender, I do believe that with the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, like that is intellect, that is, you know, being good with your money too. So this can represent that, you know. Okay, if you don't, either there's going to be there's someone around you that can assist you. So if this is about you, and there's something significant going on that you know, okay, and I do believe with Joker means that you know it is true, okay, and it is true, okay, what we don't know is true is this King of Pentacles. So maybe there's going to be someone that's coming in to help, or that, like, you don't not only have the knowledge to make something happen, okay, you have the like business sense, okay. Both these kings are a, you know, they're the master of the energy that they represent, okay. Okay, and so the caution here is the Seven of the caution is the Seven of Pentacles. Seriously, okay. I want to stop talking about the Seven of Pentacles, okay? Because, I mean, if you've been catching any of the other readings, Seven of Pentacles has been quite through, okay? So your caution here is don't keep deciding, going back and forth, because you're going to miss out on this significant opportunity, okay? Okay, and so the unexpected is the Five of Pentacles change. You know, like financial change. Like, I think this is going to be in a positive sense, or like when it comes, can be about feeling like, you know, out in the cold, right? But it also represents, you know, being around those people that are going to stay through with you through thick and thin, you know? So, I mean, like, if it's about somebody that's around you, okay, you guys are both the, like, it can represent an air sign and an earth sign, you know, but it doesn't have to be. But I mean, you guys are in your power. Okay, you guys are both equals, you know, and bring complementary aspects, okay? And I think you'll be with each other through thick and thin, okay? And the guidance is the Ten of Cups. Happy, happy. So, and we got the Joker again at the bottom, okay? So this can be seen in different ways, right? So, like, I mean, okay, if you're assessing between two people, maybe you might need to end something, or two situations, you might need to end something, you know, to go for another. But I do believe that the advice is to go after your happy, happy. You know, this is that, like, happily ever after. This is, you know, that fairy tale with another, you know? Like, this is the emotion. I was thinking, I'm like, there's no emotion, you know? Like, I mean, okay, King is, you know, King of Swords is like all is mental thoughts, you know, communication, you know, authoritative, just, you know. The Pentacles is about money and business and security, you know. Neither have like real, like, you know, emotions. But this is the emotion, you know. So bring some emotion in this situation, okay? Because I think it's going to be significant, okay. So what is the takeaway message that we can give? Okay, Eight of Cups, Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so King of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, partner. So they're a very intellectual partner, you know. So if you have the Ten of Cups, okay, in terms of the emotional fulfillment, okay, these people are the king and queen, you know. They, you know, like, there'd probably be a lot of communication, a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas, you know, somebody you can, you know, talk about probably heavy topics with, you know, like, you know, law or like news or, you know, science, you know, quantum physics, you know, okay, you know, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles as well, okay, so this is happily ever after, man. Like, what are you waiting for? Like, I mean, if you are drawn, like, if you feel like that this connection, whatever it is with somebody or whatever, needs to be fixed, needs to be helped, kind of thing, this is that happily ever after. Ten of Pentacles is that, like, legacy, you know, building that family, feeling secure, okay? This is your partner. Okay, but what we have is the Eight of Cups. So this is about walking away from something, okay? So probably why you've been like going back and forth, and there's, you know, the change of the Two of Pentacles, right? You know, it's like probably because you have to walk away from something that at one point was emotionally fulfilling to you, but it isn't anymore. Like, it's no longer giving you what you need, and you know it, okay, emotionally. But there is somebody else around you that you see as the perfect match. Okay, that will bring in that happily ever after in both the emotional and the physical sense. Oh my goodness. Jack of Pentacles. Okay, so I think you thought about this. Okay, this is under the deck. Okay, the Jack of Pentacles, like, or the Knight of Pentacles, like, he is the knight that's gonna, you know, he's the most likely one to get to the finish line. Okay, he's the one that, you know, dots his I's and crosses his T's and thinks it through. He has that pentacle in his hand. He doesn't want to lose it. He knows it's a real opportunity to get that, you know, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, that, you know, happy, you know. And so I do think you've thought about it a lot. You know where to go, and it's now time to go for it. TikTok. Anyways, I'm happy for y'all. It doesn't matter which one you chose. You chose it all. Like, I mean, who knows? You can have a love situation, work situation, you know, home situation. You know, there are big beginnings happening. I'm excited for you guys. Okay, awesome. So thank you again. I'm Cindy with Quantum Kaleidoscope. Please like and share. Well, I don't care about sharing. You know, just like, maybe subscribe. You know, the liking again helps for, you know, algorithms and stuff like that, you know, for it to actually even be shown up as an option. Okay, awesome. Have a great Libra season, okay, which is, you know, from now until October 20th or so. Okay, watch out for that Aries full moon on the 1st. Okay, but we are heading toward the blue moon, okay, in Taurus season, or in Taurus at the end of October. So that means 2 full moons in 1 month, okay, which happens once in a blue moon. Okay, so expect the unexpected. Okay, have a great month and talk to you soon.